All right, but
Hooray!
20 minutes later, we are starting the game. Woo! All right.
So we've swapped from Kurfürst to Montana, I think?
Yep.
Yes. Rebel Worcester, Hindenburg Zal, Moskva, Yuyang. And you have Republic Worcester, Tripper Zal, Moskva, So the NDA team hasn't shifted.
Yep, we stayed exactly the same.
Whereas, but I can't even remember what OM was, but they've definitely changed the battleship. Hindenburg's still there.
They also swapped out. They swapped out one of the. They had two Zows, I think. No, they swapped out something for another.
Legend has moved from a Zao to a. No, he's always been Worcester, hasn't he? Legend begins, yeah.
Oh, really?
And then Imperator's always been Hindenburg. Command Conflict's already been a Zao. Phoenix has always been the Yuyang.
Where was the second Worcester in the? Oh, they had a Worcester on the flank. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so it's just the BB then. It's just the BB that's flipped.
All right, so on NDA side, it looks like we have the Worcester. I think everyone else is going the BC side. Yeah, one Worcester, one's heading up towards A, and BC side with literally everyone else. So the Zao, the Worcester, or the Moscow and the Republic.
I mean, the way I see it is that it's you get you get your B or C, right? And those are your adjacent caps. They're nice and simple. So a ship goes in, you grab the cap, and then you probably send a large fleet to contest for A, to the point where you can look from A to B, or you can go around, and you get enough ships to go around A, and then maybe kind of poke in, or even you don't poke in, you wait till somebody else thinks about poking, and then you punish them.
Yeah. It looks like we have the opposite strategy though on NDA, where we're sending a small fleet to stall at A, and we're sending a big fleet to push through and take C.
It might work. Legend begins by himself. He has the Montana locking power behind him at C, but it's just 2 on C and 5 heading over to A. One Worcester is sitting on the eastern flank of A on the south, that's Greif, and the remaining 4 ships, Zao, Moskva, Hindenburg, and Yuyang, they're pushing over to the west side of A.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think if NDA though doesn't misplay, I actually like their strategy, like compared to OM's, considering OM's deployment. If Legend Begins gets caught out and killed here, then they have a really, really strong like gameplay for the rest of the game plan for the rest of the game.
I mean, there are RPF clicks on the minimap. There's an idea, there's somebody in this direction, there's somebody in that direction, but they don't know numbers. That's the key thing.
That is absolutely true. They probably, I think teams pushing really hard at the start is something that you don't see all the time. So this double Zhao Yuyang push on the 8-9 line might just catch them out. But I don't know where Legend Begins is. Where exactly is he sitting now?
Legend Begins is on the north side of that southern island. So the Golf Hotel 8 island, he's on the north side, rotating around. But the more important thing here is not where they are, is how they're positioned. So for example, Greif is in his Worcester in the center, south of A, but on the eastern flank, but he's reversing in. And Worcester now on the extreme eastern flank, on the 8-9 line on Golf Hotel, he's also reversing in. And the key thing being here is that if they're spotted, it's a very easy getaway. Angle away, run at full speed.
Yep. The only problem is if you give up too much ground, sometimes you just die. I think the Yuyang, they're taking this a little slow and probably too carefully. They know
Ghost is broadside, like really broadside.
Oof.
Picks up speed. Yeah, it's only 7k. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. We got the radar on the DD now. I would honestly say that's a wasted radar because the DD's gonna be behind the island soon. If he turns in, which it doesn't look like he's keen on doing. But yeah, he gets out. All right, so there's nothing really going on over there. We've spotted 4 ships. How many of our ships have used seen now?
Well, with the scene just as I am the Worcester, I haven't seen anything else. But I'm guessing NDA can postulate, oh hey, these are where the ships are over here. So we know that, you know, there's 4 ships on this side, which means there's at least 3 or less on the seaside if your team's still pushing. But they've only seen the WoW and the Zooster. RPF probably tells them there's something on the B side, but nothing's been confirmed yet.
Yeah. The Yu Yang is scouting pretty far ahead of the Zhaos. He's in F.
Mosfa's been
right
spotted on the extreme east side. Yeah, Mosfa's been seen.
Yeah.
That's a spotter plane by the Montana, as it kind of so DR Val seen it by the spotter plane.
We finally sighted the Wooster. The legend begins. He's what did he eat a torp? He had to have eaten a torp, right?
Don't know, maybe, possibly, yep.
Yeah, that's the only thing he could have been hit by, because he was spotted with less health than full. And here's the double Zhaos. They got fires, lots of HE alpha.
And the thing is, can Legend escape? But critically, the eastern flank Wooster on the south of A, he knew where the Zhao Wooster was. He's seen the remaining 5 ships on the eastern flank. That's allowed him to make a push into A. So cap advantage will go in favor of OM. It's whether or not these 5 ships now that have shown their hand by NDA on the east flank can pressure hard enough to kill off Legend, to go after Lockenpower. Because Lockenpower, he's tailing, so he can run away. That's not so bad. But it's 5 on 2 at the moment. Hindenburg coming over to assist. But the cap advantage is definitely in OM's favor.
And that Rooster Crossfire is going to be so annoying for the Moskva if they ask him to push forward. It's just going to be, I would hate to be that guy.
I don't think the Moskva has to. He's got good enough shots on the Montana for a while. He can also fire on the southern Wooster if you can see him. So that's not an issue. The Zhaos need to catch up. The Ewing needs to catch up. I mean, there isn't a radar here beyond 10 kilometers. There isn't like a long-range radar. It's on the other side of the map. And you guys know the Moskva is on the western side of the flank. So the Republic, the Zhaos, the Ewing, they can keep pushing if they want to with the intention of taking over C. And or getting a kill. Because it's 5 on 3, and it would be 5 on 4 soon enough. Well, that's kind of irrelevant. And still, you outnumber them.
Yeah, they're pushing, but I think they're taking a little, kind of, in my opinion, too carefully with the 2 Zhaos. They really should just be going full ham. If the Wooster pops up again, they can just hit him with that big alpha, like they did before, and he's got to run away. But I think they've called focus on Montana, so they're going to try to burn him down.
Which is, I mean, it's fine. It's totally doable. I mean, they probably can't see the Wooster, and the Hindenburg is at full health, so you're not really going to kill him. Plus, he's so trolly with all his ability to put the fires out.
But here it goes. We've set up our Wooster and Zhao to kind of just prevent guys from, or like block people from going into mid right now. And is your Yu Yang chasing the Wooster Zhao on the like?
He's going north. Area? He's pushing aggressively. He's in Delta 2, looking for what he can see by rotating, trying to keep a distance. He doesn't have any gunfire support, so if he spots your Wooster, he may go too far and he gets caught out.
Yeah. Oh wait, no one's going with him? They're all rotating back to C?
Wooster in A is actually going south out of A on the western side. The Zhao is following the Zhu Yang, except he's still only just passing the EF line on 2.
Yep. Oh, Legend Begins is up.
He's radared the Yu Yang. He's counter radared.
Yeah. Our ships are a little too far away to provide good fire support, so he's gonna get away with this and just get free damage on the Yu Yang. And by a little, I mean a lot. They're really far away. They need to be closer than this.
But the radar's now been popped. There is no other radar for a period of time. The Wooster from Legend has been forced away. He's currently 8 kilometers on the extreme edge of C. And so long as this 5-ship push continues, then there's nothing stopping the Yu Yang re-going back into the Charlie Cap. And Legend has to be very careful because he's on 11k. And the thing is, if the Yu Yang pops back in, he'll possibly spot the Wooster again if, you know, the Wooster comes back. So I think the Yu Yang should again push. Well, then again, the Moskva has pushed up now as well, although he's not 11.7 kilometers away, is he? No, he's 12.8. He's 13 kilometers away on the extreme edge, and you see him firing, so it is safe for the Yu Yang to go into C.
Yeah, I think what they have to be worried about now is the Republic dying. If they just focus him and farm him while kiting away, they can eventually get that kill, and then after that, push back in.
No, it's 3 minutes 20 until OM wins. The NDA has to push into C. They have to stop the point accumulation, and while they're at it, it's still 5 on 4.
Well, Legend Begins just got lit, so here we go. Can Republic do a big ball?
Everyone, really.
Yeah, there's everyone.
Or Locken. Locken's at 42 as well, broadside. Whatever you can get your hands on. Ooh, That's the Moskva. The Moskva's pushed up. He's now used his radar.
Ooh,
that's huge.
The Moskva, I think that was a kind of a misplay from the Yu Yang, because the Moskva even didn't push up. He reversed towards him. So you see that coming from miles away.
If you had seen them spotted, yeah. And then you've got all 4 ships, like battleship and 3 cruisers, all laying into a less than half health Yu Yang.
Yeah. Our Worcester has turned around, and the Zhao has turned around as well. They're going to try to chase down Finks on this side.
Legend's down to 5k. Do you see Legend, though?
Nope, he just went dark.
Republic spotted, though, so it's 4-on-1 on Legend. And the Zhaos are trying to catch up. The Moskva isn't in a position to radar in the center. In the north, it's actually interesting, because you've got a Worcester Zhao versus Yu Yang Zhao. But you're not actually fighting for position, and then Greif is coming in with the Worcester bang in the middle, so we'll see how he fires on. Whether he's just like some sort of broadsiders or something.
That DD took a lot of damage. I think they should honestly switch to the Zhao now, maybe? No, there's no point. He's gonna go unspotted. They need to step on the cap, but do they have a ship that can do it? Looks like they're sending the Moskva to do it, but... Yeah, this is looking very dicey. We have a radar on Legend, so we see him. The Moskva has radared him, but he's gonna be.
Greif just took a big shot as well. Oh man, he just the rocks absorbs the shots on Legend.
Yeah. All right, so Moskva is gonna get on C to stall the cap, but they need a kill desperately. They desperately need a kill.
60 seconds until they win.
Eventually, Ghost might go down here. He might go down to the Zhao. So
can he stealth?
No, the Yu Yang's probably lighting him, right?
Yes, the Phoenix again is... Well, the thing is, he's in 9 kilometers, so Ghost can't escape.
Ghost is healing, so he's going to get a couple more...
But it depends whether Pod's got a radar or not, because the Yu Yang is definitely within radar range of the Worcester and would be severely punished. But maybe they know the radar's already been triggered and then they're safe to continue.
Yeah, they do. They took he lost that half HP in the last, 3 minutes, so they know the radar's still down for sure.
Well, the stalling on the C cap means we're back to a minute on the cap, but it's all up to NDA. They're down on health pretty badly in some instances, and they just can't get killing blows. Like, Legend Begins is hiding really well. Everyone else is disengaging. They know they're going to win. The only way they lose is if they sacrifice a kill. They know Ghost is going to go down. Boom, there you go. That's the safety margin. That's done. That's a far more clinical game from OM there.
Yeah, that was very controlled from them. I think as soon as they identified the push, they had the perfect reaction to what to do to it. They just brought their ships back, turned it around, kited, got the kills when the enemy had to push in.
It was 2 and 5, but yeah, they turned around, they brought back a Worcester, they brought back the Moskva, the double radars, punished the Yu Yang trying to go for the cap, and then the northern fight was, I don't know if they needed to pressure that much, maybe they felt that they were behind so they had to keep fighting, but the Yu Yang just kept the team lit up, kept them spotted, and they didn't have the long range radar to assist there.
Yeah, I think once they saw that they were losing, they needed to be YOLO aggressive. Or there's no other game, right? Or is this a best of 5?
No, it's a best of 3, so that's it. OM qualifies and proceeds to the finals.